NRG foam formation. NRG spray foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Today with Cachet. It is Thursday. We are in the Woodlands. Oh, I got my shades on, guys. Look, everyone. I got my shades on. I'm still trying to be cool. Anyway, so good morning and welcome. This morning, I have in the studio two returning guests. We have the amazing Justin Garcia, the artist himself out of Houston, and the Woodlands. We'll be speaking about that tonight. And Joseph Staley, the curator to Glade Arts Foundation. Welcome, gentlemen. And you know what? Why are you guys in here? Let's talk about that. Justin, you were here a few months back, and we were talking about this big night. Tonight is going to be an amazing night here in the Woodlands, Texas. And can you tell us why?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an exhibit over there featuring some pieces of works from my new series, two series of works, The Structural Walls of Time and The Walls of Time. Curated by Joseph over here.
Thank you.
And it's going to be quite an exhibit to see these pieces and fragments in between me traveling to Venice and then Florence for some Biennale exhibits out there. So it's just perfect timing. It's good fall. It's going to be great. Good
I can
company.
only imagine. See, this is the part you're not saying. I can only imagine the work that has been put between the two of y'all, hanging the stuff, getting the place all ready. So y'all have to understand out there the work that goes behind the scenes and getting this ready. And so I really encourage everyone to get there because I know for myself, just putting events on at Glade, how much work goes behind that. Yeah. So I can only imagine how. Talk about
it's
it.
Kind of a back and forth. So Justin produces the art. He is the highlight of the show.
He's the man.
I am a conduit between Justin and the gallery, as well as writing exhibit content.
Okay.
So kind of putting it in a new frame through kind of my art historical vision.
Okay.
But it's just something so. There's something so tactile about his work. It is imbued with this kind of monumentality. It looks almost like 10 times the weight that it actually is.
I agree with you.
They look like pieces of rock or pieces of stone that have been, he's rendered them in such a way to where they have this heft that's really, really, really...
It feels like it's, or the illusion is obviously, right, it's the wall. And a wall,
it's a
you
wall.
think of a wall as heavy, right? But is it always heavy? Really? Maybe not. It may be, maybe not, depending on the wall, right?
Yeah, no, it's perception, I'm replicating something that we see in reality. I'm replicating the reflection of time through old aging walls, something so simplistic, something those are some early sketches, like those are the pre-sketches before I actually will build the works themselves. But aging walls are around us everywhere.
And I went to your studio, and I remember I was like, can I touch this? Can I please? It's like, as your mother always taught you, if you don't touch it, if you're going to break it, you're going to buy it.
You're going to buy it,
but no, I got to sense that, and you were like, I can just pull this right off. And it was like, to your point, so... Amazing. What we're
really
going to do,
thin.
we're going to do real quick. I was going to go into it now, but we'll probably take a quick commercial. And what I would love to do when we come back is talk about what's an individual going to experience when they walk in there tonight.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's take a quick commercial.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Mount Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Loan Store Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Loan Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Good morning, and welcome back to Today with Cash. We're here live. There we are. In the Woodlands, Texas. And we have Justin Garcia back, the Houston. Can I also say Woodlands artist as well?
Yes.
In the studio this morning. And Joseph Staley, the curator to Glade Arts Foundation. And we're talking all about the big event happening tonight. Justin Garcia will have his display over at Glade at 6:30 tonight. And Joseph will be there as well to curate that event. So we encourage you to get down there. And you just told me it's free.
It is free.
Are you kidding me?
So come at
there's no
6:30,
reason.
enjoy a nice drink,
Yeah.
be in the company of great artists, great people, and it's going to be a great event. So probably about 7 o'clock, we'll have kind of just an informal artist talk. I will introduce Justin, give a little bit of context behind the work, and then have him kind of just walk you through the series and what they mean to him personally, with kind of an added touch from the curator's point of view as well.
Really? Okay.
So it's going to be great.
Can anyone purchase art?
Of course they can.
Okay, that night.
So it's highly encouraged
Okay.
as well. Have a piece to take home with you, something that will last forever on your walls, and we're so excited about that.
Yeah, and so Justin, the pieces that you bring out or that are there already hanging, what are there any different pieces that you've created just for this, or were these some of the originals? Ivan, can you put up a couple of his that we have pictures? I know this specific one was kind of attached to the flyer. Why this one?
So that color is a cadmium red. It's a very sexy, not a red, but not an orange. It's right in between. It has this very warmth to it. It was one of my favorite colors used. It was a really bold color. I rarely use it as as just the whole painting itself. Normally
Okay.
it's just there, but this is one of the pieces. So I handpicked a lot of the pieces that I have for this specific exhibit, both of the new structural pieces, which is what you see on there, where the edges are not straight framed.
Okay.
They're hand torn and hand carved. And then the earlier works, which are, that was a hand carved one,
Okay.
and it floats off the wall, so it feels like a structure.
Okay.
But then my earlier works from this series, which are framed and stretched. So I only have a very few limited amount of these works left in that
Oh, wow.
series for showcasing the work. So yeah, it was all hand chosen, and yeah.
Yeah. And will you be personally, obviously engaging with the clients and talking with them directly and being able to, let's say someone walks in and says, okay, I love this that you have on the wall, and wants to talk with you about creating something for them. What would that be like?
Yes. So commissions, I do large installations. I think we have a photo of one of them.
Yes, can we show the big one there, Ivan, that covers, there you are.
So I'll add multiple pieces. I'll do a rendering sketch of it. Then I'll mock up the exact room size and everything in my studio.
Yeah.
And then I'll design and draw out all the shapes in my studio that matches exactly their place.
And one of the things I want to say is when we're speaking about people coming out, we're speaking also to companies.
Yes.
Both residents, obviously we're residential, it's amazing on any big wall in anyone's home. But for example, I mean, your work is in Houston and some of the beautiful hotels. So a lot of here, what we also want to encourage is this companies here in the Woodlands
Yes.
to come out tonight. To look at your work and to look at where they can install some of these amazing pieces into their buildings as well, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I think it's also great to see fragments, but it's also important to see them in the original context.
Right.
The structural walls of time are meant to have that negative space in between all of these. What I consider, and they almost take on the quality of like territorial borders. So this negative space between them is almost a shattered border. In my reading, it's always important to add these kind of multi-layered meanings behind artworks. And I think it really it's very timely because the borders, at least in my reading, are shattered, and so it kind of speaks to this kind of universality of shared human experience, kind of superseding physical barriers.
Okay.
And so you kind of breaking them down and then reordering them in a certain way that is aesthetically pleasing, but it's just always trying to find that multi-layered meaning beneath the work.
Right, which is really amazing here. So when you come out tonight, what I'm hearing is not only are you going to get the amazing art pieces, but you're going to get someone like Joseph there along with Justin to talk about how to install that and how that's going to make the certain impression that you're looking to make, whether it is in your home or whether it is in the office. Is that correct?
I always go to all my installs, and I do lighting consulting about either bringing in lighting or dealing with the architects about adding lighting and what would be the best for the works. Done a lot of lectures on that. But as far as installations, I mean, right now I'm working on one that's 20 feet tall by 12 feet wide in multiple pieces.
Is that going in a
2
home
stories.
or going in a
a private patron.
wow.
Who's building a home, so. And it's almost done. But corporations, I'll be working on another one that's about 20 or 30 feet long. So it all just depends. I like to work with the clients personally on the commission side of it. There's always little things I add into the wall that are very personal, but you don't notice it until later. You're like, oh my gosh, you see this mark or this, this old graffiti or something, but it has a tie to the person, because I love to connect with my clients.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I grabbed that off your table. I saw your little cachet. I saw your lipstick, and it seemed to me that so I threw it in the wall. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, that's what I wanted. Yeah, So I think, but that's great. I mean, I think the personal touch.
And there's this idea, and correct me if I'm wrong, of layering, almost layers of time, kind of translated visually as layers of thick impasto paint. So it's like you almost want to peel back those layers and see how. You have this surface texture, right? But then what is influencing that surface texture beneath it? I mean, you take on the quality of someone like Mark Rothko, who it might seem very simplistic on its face, but as you start to uncover those layers, you see this highly modulated color that's really, really subtle, and it's influenced by that multi-layered meaning, both physically and literally, but also metaphorically.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, and I love how you say the walls. The walls say it all. The walls tell the story.
Oh, yeah.
It's we always think that we're in the room, but I could see how going forward, just in thinking about. No, I'm thinking outside the box. No, here I am, Justin, thinking for you. I'm being that marketing cachet. A builder, a custom builder, should start to consider having what you do as one of their features in homes, because what you could do in a room is you could have a complete wall on one side that is the Justin Garcia wall, and then something completely different on the other, and see how the story comes together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
And
and have that as going forward in homes.
It's bringing the outside inside, because these walls look like something that's been exerted on by outside influences, like the weather, texture. It looks like something that's, but he's rendered it in such a way that it just shows the expert the hand, right?
Yeah.
He's able to make it look like it's something that's been weathered through climate, through storms, through things like that.
As he said, it's sexy, it's hot, it's edgy, it's all you want. Okay, let me not speak for myself. We're going to take another quick commercial, and when we come back, I want to talk a little bit also about the charity side of things that you've done to kind of heal through what you do, and that's amazing too. So we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
H-Town is the most culturally diverse city in America. H-Town Award's sole mission is to celebrate the great diversity of our city. Our artists, citizens, and philanthropists and businesses are second to none. H-Town is the best city in the world, and our people are the best people on earth. Join us in celebrating all musical genres and the diversity of our beautiful city. H-Town Award Show, November 2019. We'll see you there.
For more information, follow us on social media at H-Town Awards, or send us an email at info@htownawards.com.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Insulation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam insulation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Artist Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirusfloral.com and barbsirusfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Artist Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Discipline, respect, and confidence.
The Way Family Dojo.
It's located at 32818 Tamina Road, Magnolia, Texas 77354.
Our phone number is 346-345-7100.
4 weeks of Taekwondo classes, t-shirt, uniform, and a voucher for one free parents' night out.
The Way Family Dojo. 346-345-7100.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Loan Store Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Loan Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. We're excited because tonight here in the Woodlands, we have an amazing event going on at the Glade Arts Foundation. Justin Garcia, who's in the studio, as well as Joseph Staley, the curator, will be there tonight for the opening night exhibit for his latest and greatest pieces. So if you've been hearing me talk, and we're here in the studio, seeing his work in person, you got to come down. There are no tickets. It's all free, but you are able to purchase, which is really nice. So if you're down there, you're talking with Joseph, you're talking with Justin, and you see something that you really want to have in your home or in your office, you can start to begin that process.
Yes.
And so one of the things we wanted to talk about, it will be a month long, you said? Is
yes.
that correct?
And
Okay.
so we're very fortunate to have Justin featured in Paper City Magazine, which
Woo!
is such a huge...
If you've made it to Paper City,
it's
you've made it.
It's huge
okay?
in Houston.
At least
it's
locally,
huge,
yeah?
It's huge
Yeah.
all over the country.
Okay.
So we're so fortunate to have that.
There it is. Is that it? Did I
Yes,
pull it
that's
up?
his
Okay.
article right there.
Yep.
And so Justin is really kind of on the start of this
Justin,
really
I
big
need
adventure.
your autograph before you leave. I'm serious because I really should get it, okay? Or at least maybe on one of your. I should let you do a piece first.
So,
and then
yeah, there we
okay,
go.
We'll do it that
Yeah.
way. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. Paper City, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like we like to have these artists that are really well represented locally and are part of the community, but
Yeah.
also kind of get up and spread their wings and fly away. And
Yeah.
we love to see them go to those new heights. So it's really
And
really.
you were
wonderful.
definitely one of those. And I mean, speaking of that, you were in Venice.
Yes.
And speaking, you want to talk a little bit about that?
So yeah, I was. Well, I'm still in the exhibit, 7 months over at the for the Venice Biennale with the European Culture Center.
Wow.
I did some lectures for their academy, but I'll be going back in October 14th to do another exhibit
Wow.
in Florence for the Florence Biennale.
Must be difficult to be going to Italy like that. Yeah. I can be the curator. Maybe
Yeah.
he needs another curator.
No,
Go ahead.
I mean, there were 13, right?
Yeah,
Is it,
there was
difficult? Is it a
13.
difficult job?
So I
Is it-
think he's well represented there.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a great exhibit over there in Florence. It'll be a 10-day art fair, but I'll also be speaking with, doing a lecture for an hour about art and science. It's going to
Okay.
be the whole celebration of this art fair is actually for Leonardo da Vinci.
Really? Okay.
And they'll have a Leonardo. It's his centennial.
Okay.
So the whole theme
Oh,
is
that's
about him.
big.
So they're, as an artist that does science as well, with the theoretical model and everything that I've designed, they want me to speak for an hour and give a lecture from the art side, from an artist coming in. But they'll have Oxford. They'll fly people in all over from that are specialists and academics in that field for Leonardo da Vinci Day. So I'm very honored to be one of the few on the art side to come in and talk.
Oh, and I think what I'm also hearing is everyone should be honored if they can get these pieces before they really can't get these pieces. I mean, this is me thinking. I could be wrong, right? But it sounds like you are, as we're saying here, on and up and up and up. I mean, this would be a collector's piece, and not only a collector's piece, but to get it at a time when I don't have to spend as much. I mean, I think this is a huge opportunity for people here.
I think so as well.
I mean, just from a curator perspective, what he's talking about. I mean,
Yeah.
where does you see that going?
Well, I just think that, the possibilities are endless. I mean, especially in this internet age where
Yeah.
everyone is so upfront and forward about themselves and they're highly visible. I just think the potential is endless again. It's just, he can continue to grow and he can keep his fan base here at home, but he can grow it and he can go internationally as well.
Yeah.
So it's very, upward mobility is
But
something
what does that really do? I mean, like, for example, when I go to the Fine Arts Museum or I go to places like that, when, a person, I'm drawing at home one day, but when I start branching and I'm doing things with Da Vinci and levels like that, I mean, what does that say in the artist's world? Is that's saying that you
well,
are
it shows that he's very brave because part of
He's brave.
part of
You're a brave guy.
part of what is can be kind of detracting from this whole world is people like to stay in their own little intellectual bubbles and they don't like to leave. So if they're an art historian, they love to stay in art history and they don't like to branch out and do things that are multidisciplinary. So with him, he's just expanding his boundaries just more and more each day, and it's very refreshing coming from someone like myself who comes from an academic environment where, again, everyone stays inside their bubble and they don't really go beyond that. And so to see that is just something it's bold and it's pushing things into a direction.
So he's definitely stepping outside.
Yeah.
And he's pushing the whole idea and
Yeah.
saying do more. And is to what I was saying earlier, does that, when you reach it, is when your artwork's in the Fine Arts Museum? I mean, where's the next steps as you're going along the way? When I can walk through and go, I can't get this piece anymore.
a lot of there's a lot of time constraints limited into exhibitions in fine arts museums because you have to be kind of grandfathered in. But there's a lot of new avenues with galleries, with the Minot collection displays tons of contemporary artists. So there's huge room to grow. You just have to know what niches you have to explore and then go down those paths.
And the reason I bring that up is because I can see that. And maybe, down the road I'm seeing where you're walking through the Justin Garcia Gallery. And it's, do you see it, Justin?
Yeah,
I'm sure you do if I see it.
So, to go to what you're saying, when artists get these accolades and get these under their resume and whatnot, your work appreciates in value. So it's an appreciation, and it goes up. Getting in the right collections, getting in the right exhibits, being curated internationally. All these things are extremely important for an artist's career, and it's a good measure for people collecting the work, patrons and collectors. They get to see that not only do they buy something that they love aesthetically, but also they connect with the meaning, and it's on a level of an investment as well that does appreciate. It's kind of like it's the art world is a very tricky one, much like stocks. You don't know.
Yeah.
So you always want to, if you love a piece of work and you love the artist and the meaning behind it, they become an investment, and hopefully you get to see that
the
grow.
return on it.
The return on it.
Yeah.
It's always a risk, but when you back the right horse, or you back like,
Well,
okay,
I guess-
they've got everything.
Bingo.
Then you got.
And your
it.
intentions are, with something like that, you never lose.
Right.
Because if you're going in one with feel alone, I'm
Exactly.
buying art by what I feel.
Yeah,
Hoping,
and connecting to a
Yeah.
story, because
Right.
that's part of what makes art buying so personal and so enjoyable, is that you connect part of yourself with part of the artist, and you display something that means something to you, but it also means something to him, and it's a great symbiosis kind of thing. It works. It's mutually exclusive for both parties.
Right.
So.
And I'm sorry, we were supposed to talk a little bit also about the charity side, and you've done some amazing things where you have put an installation, a wall installation, where the kids could kind of come in, and you want to talk a little bit more about that again? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do a lot of speaking engagements about mental health, and this was a therapy.
Huge.
It's a huge thing now that we're really trying to get back into. Humanity trying to find itself again and really connect and relate on the core levels of vulnerability. And so I did a huge installation, and I installed it at the Children's Assessment Center, and allowed the kids, just like graffiti on an old aging wall on a corner of some neighborhood, allowing these kids to go through their therapy at one-on-one. I never meet them, but they go with their therapist, and they go, and then afterwards they get to express whatever they want. No judgment, no one's watching, nothing on these walls. It could be good, bad, it doesn't matter. It's the release of it, and then reflecting a week or a month later when they come back to the words that they had said, and detaching from that past, which is a parallel into mental healing through what they're going through, but also visibly seeing it on a wall. And when they leave, years from now, the reverberation of aging walls, which are everywhere, will reverberate that positive message, that growth. It will stay with them, even subliminally. So it was a great, 6-month project, and then the wall got covered, and it was such a beautiful thing to see. And then it was auctioned off.
Wow.
And it was I love doing that. I love working in that area, because it just shows you how much more mark making my works are able to provide, but getting into the community and really helping a bigger purpose.
You're healing.
And just tearing down that stigma of mental illness, right? Because it's something, and I think it's something, especially when you combine all these communities, it's like people understand that they're not alone in this struggle. Yeah. And it's something that it's pervasive throughout our society. And
Heck, a couple in a house needs to put this in there, and they need to talk about what they felt the first day they got married, and 2 years later, and 10 years later, and we could go, oh wow, look at how we've progressed. I mean, you could do it at every level. To your point, we all have different things that go on in our mind and our mental states, and healing through art, and healing in our own way, whether it be through a children's center, whether it be at home, whether it be in a, even in an office setting. You could see how interns came in, and 10 years later where they were and how they grew. Now they're executives. You can use that to any level, and I love that, because that's amazing. The walls tell the story.
And I think art is kind of this ultimate intellectual tool, because it combines both left brain thinking and right brain thinking. It's this kind of Bergsonian duality where you have like logic and order on one side, and creativity and intuition and emotionality on the other, and to be able to combine that, to have kind of a logical structure that you work behind, but also be able to let loose and take risks is something that's so important. And art is one of the only disciplines really that I know to that degree that kind of combines both
and
those
takes
sides.
it all. Okay, You heard it. They're here. I got him. I'm going to get his autograph. But tonight, 6:30, Glade Arts Foundation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Get me right, guys.
Yes, 6:30.
Come on out. No tickets to purchase. Just walk on in. These two gentlemen will be there displaying all the amazing art we just talked about and the ability for you to take some home with you as well. So anything else? Did I leave anything else out, guys?
I think that's it. Just come tonight.
Tonight.
Love to talk with everybody. I like to get to know everyone and really get into the work and the connectivity between, the viewer and my work and myself. So
Awesome.
There'll be art, there'll be wine, there'll be people.
Okay,
there'll
what
be,
else do you want, guys?
There'll be music, maybe even some dancing.
Well, thank you. Thank you guys for being
Thank
here.
you.
So let me let you get going because I know y'all got to get busy, but great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.